priority is always making sure that we take care of our families, making sure that we have a great time in this community. Right now, we're announcing about how we're going to be engaged in the 4th of July weekend and throughout the city of Flint, making sure we have that safe and clean summer initiative. Making sure juveniles are taken out of harm's way and making sure that they are in good position to have a great time without fear of having any nefarious activities go on. The city of Flint is one of the communities inside of Genesee County that has a curfew ordinance for young people in our community. We have a nighttime curfew, and also we have during school days, we have a daytime curfew. These ordinances were set up with the high-minded idea of making sure we can keep young people in position to do their very, very best and making sure juveniles are off the streets at a safe hour. As we engage the 4th of July weekend, we know we're going to have a lot of great opportunities for people to have fun and family funds. And so brats and hot dogs and all the great things, but definitely we want them to be home, safe and clean here in the city of Flint. Here to my left, you have Sergeant Smith here, and here to my right, you have Sergeant Booth. Sergeant Smith is duly certified as a police officer and also a firefighter in the city of Flint, and Detective Booth is here as well to speak on behalf of Flint's PD department. So what we're saying, we're giving good notice to residents and parents to make sure that when you have children, we need your support and help making sure that we keep them out of harm's way. We want to make sure that if you have a child that you're the guardian of or you're taking them to the events to see fireworks in the downtown area, that they have to be with you after the hours of the curfew. Minors unaccompanied by adults will be held until the proper parental control can come in to be able to take custody of those juveniles. Meaning what we want to do inside our city of Flint, no longer we want to see these pop-up type of events for juveniles to gather and to be able to engage in an activity that's not becoming of good citizenship, but definitely the city of Flint is being proactive in a friendly way to say that we want a safe and clean summer for our young people. To talk a little bit more about what we're going to be engaged in, especially in our special events, much like the 4th of July, Juneteenth, Back to the Bricks. We want to make sure that we have a family fun, engaged activity where we all can be very, very proud of. Sergeant Booth.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So as you know, we have a variety of events throughout the summer months, particularly in the downtown area, but throughout Flint. And our objective as a law enforcement body is to maintain safety during those events. These things were put in place for that purpose. They've been in place for quite some time for that purpose. We want to make sure that people that come downtown have an opportunity to enjoy what's taking place and make sure that they're doing it in a safe manner and in a safe environment. We want to make sure that the young people that are downtown are accompanied by adults and leave with adults. And that provides an atmosphere of safety as well. We enjoy seeing families come to the downtown area and to events throughout the city of Flint. But we want to make sure that they're safe doing it. It's our responsibility and a top priority of the chief to make sure that it happens. And those things happen with a great level of safety. So our objective is to just make sure that everyone that comes and enjoy these events are doing it in a safe manner.
Yeah, during the season of celebratory activity, celebrating the emancipation of America from British rule, one of the oldest American holidays that we have, people celebrate in many ways, much like I did as a juvenile with fireworks and family fun and barbecues. But definitely as we work and to have a safe holiday, as we have fireworks in our residential areas in our community, we have to be very mindful of our neighbors, our friends, our domestic animals, because these emissions cause trauma in some cases. Our returning veterans, we have to make sure that we do this in order to be very mindful and to be good neighbors. So according to our ordinances and state law, we will be very much observing the discharge of fireworks in our community, only allowing 2 days prior to the 4th of July weekend, and then also only 2 days after. Discharging fireworks in residential areas too much in advance and too much prior causes a level of harm to our community. Let's be respectful of our domestic animals that sometimes have a level of trauma. Veterans that are suffering from PSTD, from activity as in the military activity. Let's be very mindful that we cannot continue to discharge these emissions in our communities for very long periods of time. Let's celebrate on the holiday. Let's celebrate the eve of the holiday and maybe post the holiday, but not much after, but we will be enforcing and engaging. Definitely with our high index and a heat index, we have dry conditions in our community. So when we light off these fireworks, we must be mindful of where we're lighting them off at and the safe discharge of these fireworks, I'm sorry. But definitely to talk more about that is Sergeant Smith about the safe discharge of these weapons and making sure our minors are safe if they're going to be engaging in activity of participating in lighting fireworks.
The goal for the city of Flint is to make sure everybody is safe. The biggest thing that we want you guys to be well aware of is your surroundings. There are houses around. Make sure you're shooting off fireworks in a area that is not populated with other houses and things of that nature. Another thing that is very important is kids under the age of 9 shouldn't be shooting off fireworks without parental parents around. We want to make sure that everybody maintains a level of safety. Fireworks are dangerous. We want you guys to have a good time, but the key thing, fireworks are very, very dangerous. Also, it's good to keep either a bucket of water or a water hose after the fireworks have been lit. Give them at least 30 to 45 minutes to cool off. Soak the fireworks down before you before you throw away the fireworks. This will cut down on the miscellaneous fires that we have in the city of Flint.
Now with that, the focus is making sure we have a safe and clean summer, and this is a proactive way that we can engage this. Coming up and growing up inside the city of Flint, born and raised here myself, I grew up in a community where we had a lot of celebratory activities. Going through the mid and late 80s, during those years where I was a teenager, coming down to town was a very big deal for me and my friends to come downtown. But shortly thereafter, my freshman year in high school, celebratory activities, fireworks, was dismissed inside the city of Flint because it was no longer deemed safe enough, because there was a lot of activities going on, a lot of mischief going on. A lot of population was galvanizing there, hanging, gathering, loitering, engaging in things they should not have been doing. So the city at that particular time made a decision that says, in order to keep it safe, they had stopped fireworks or the celebration for the city of Flint to engage in that for a period of time. That was something that was missed for me and my family, not to be able to come downtown in a town where I was born and raised and loved. I could not come down and participate in those activities. Under this administration, we have done it every single year. Fireworks being lit twice a year for Juneteenth and the celebration of the emancipation of America from slavery, for people being in bondage, those that were oppressed and those that were oppressing, and also for the 4th of July, celebrating the birth of America. This is a part of our American history. We need to celebrate this, but we need to be very respectful in the way that we celebrate. So those of us of like thinking, we must elevate every day, every single day under God's watchful eye to be able to do things good and in order. So when we stand before you as law enforcement, firefighting suppression, and a mayor, we're saying that we want to do this right, and we need the community's help in order to do this. Let's be respectful of our neighbors, and let's continue to operate in a good, God-filled way. And I'll open it up for questions now.
Curfew is put in place, is that just for the downtown area?
No, the curfew is ongoing all the time inside the city of Flint. Lightly enforced sometimes, but definitely for events like where we have heavy gatherings in areas, we will be definitely enforcing it. In the recent past, forgive the oxymoron, We've seen levels of pop-up parties and different things of that nature. So therefore, we thought about how we can best work through this. The best way is to have parents and guardians making sure they have good custody of their children. But definitely, we will be engaging of an ordinance, aged ordinance on the books of a curfew, and just say we will be enforcing that and giving the law enforcement officers the opportunity to take custody of children, to be released back to their guardians at an appropriate time, but definitely getting children out of harm's way. One thing I know about this ordinance is I was an author as a city council person of the city curfew, mainly the daytime curfew.
Are you having additional patrols and or volunteers that are going to be policing some of this activity?
Absolutely. We work in conjunction through our law enforcement partnerships, mutual aid. We'll have sheriff's department, police officers, university officers, firefighters. We all will be engaging in this, but also the new engagement and the level of partnership, we want parents and guardians to be a part of this level of patrol as well.
Not everybody celebrates with fireworks. In my neighborhood in Saginaw, for example, automatic weapons are often used. What is how does the city respond to someone firing off, not fireworks, but, guns?
Well, first, I would like to invite you to be a resident of the city of Flint. We have great neighborhoods in our community, but definitely some does celebrate with firearms, majorly on New Year's Eve, but definitely discharging of a weapon is a violation of law inside the city of Flint. There are no exceptions for discharging weapons inside the city of Flint. It's very difficult for our officers to be able to engage people with live ammunition and weaponry, but definitely it is a violation of law, and so we prohibit that level of celebratory type of activity. We encourage you to buy firecrackers or sparklers, but don't use a weapon and do not discharge a weapon inside the city of Flint. It is a violation of law, and I'll give it to Sergeant Detective Booth with further.
Well, the mayor said it best. It is unlawful.
Step just a little, thank you.
It is unlawful and prohibited, and it's something that we take at the police department very serious, and we encourage individuals to buy the things that pop and sparkle and things like that to enjoy the holiday season. But definitely firearms inside the city of Flint is prohibited and will be responded to by the police department and dealt with accordingly.
I guess piggybacking off that question, are there any fireworks that are not acceptable?
Well, the state of Michigan law trumps local municipal law. And so the state of Michigan has state statutes that determines the level of emissions that can be used. But definitely there are fireworks that cannot be used in residential areas, fireworks that cannot be used by people that's deemed amateurs in that arena. But definitely, if I had my way, I would eliminate a lot of the fireworks that can be used in residential areas by amateurs, because they are very, very dangerous. And that's why we provide a level of opportunities to see bigger fireworks in our downtown area, so we can see the great fireworks show in a recreational type of way, viewing versus participating and lighting your own. And so I'll let Sergeant Smith answer that question further.
Just like the mayor said, the state does regulate certain fireworks. The fireworks that the mayor show that he puts on are regulated by the state and also regulated federally. Any fireworks that are inch and 3/4 the mortars, those are illegal to be shot off by anybody that doesn't have an ATF a federally regulated license, and also in the residential area because of the fire safety hazard that it presents to the citizens of the city of Flint.
Is there like a website that we can direct viewers to go to check that list?
Well, if you go into regular stores, those are commercial 1.4 consumer grade fireworks that you guys can purchase. So if you're purchasing from a fireworks store, those fireworks are they're legally accepted in the city of Flint.
And to further that, they can go to the State of Michigan website to be able to look up fireworks and what is allowed by law. Definitely, sometimes you see things on the black market that sometimes seems attractive until somebody gets hurt. But every year there's a report of somebody getting harmed with fireworks, right? There is a health component to this, and over our health department here, Mrs. Ward is leading up that effort. But definitely, we talk about domestic animals, cats and dogs, and different things that's disturbed and very left traumatically impacted as it relates to all the emissions going off. We have to be mindful of that. Then we have to be mindful of those, much like returning veterans to our community and those that may have some other ailments that's caused to be not an enjoyable experience. We have to be very respectful of that, and I'll give it to Mrs. Ward to talk a little bit about making sure we have a healthy engagement.
So just echoing what's been said, ensure that minors are not handling fireworks, and if they are, that they're accompanied by an adult. We think about air pollution. If you have respiratory issues, it's important that you stay away from those fireworks. It's best to just see professional ones done, but if you have to be there, if you have respiratory issues, please stay away. And then also too, hearing loss is a real thing. So if you are already challenged with hearing, or if you're sending off those fireworks, a lot of them make big bangs. Stay away from it. Keep the children away from it. If for any reason you or a child ingests firework, because kids love putting things in their mouth, contact Poison Control. That number is 800-222-1222. If you have a fire burn, something takes place, seek immediate assistance, 911. Don't try to flush out your eyes and try to do at-home remedies. Go immediately to the emergency.
You know, here in the city of Flint, we do it right. We take pride in the way that we engage things proactively, preactively, and making sure that we give information to residents to be able to be self-empowered, to be able to help and be a part of the team. This press conference here is about being proactive, making sure people are safe, making sure we keep kids out of harm's way. So we do it right. And we're not going to be apologetic about doing it right here in the city of Flint, because we give you the alternative to be able to view the best fireworks show in Genesee County. Yes, I said it. A half-an-hour fireworks right downtown from Chevy Commons here in the city of Flint. We're going to celebrate America. We're going to celebrate families. We're going to celebrate in a healthy, productive way. Everybody's on board. So we're going to continue to move positively together. And you heard it from here. And we will not be apologetic about the way that we engage, because now everybody has been informed about what our expectations are. Follow the law. Be safe. Follow the law. Right?
Mr. Mayor, a question on a different topic. Last night, the City Council did not act on the settlement involving former Chief Barton.
I'm only on one topic today.
Well, but
I'll talk to you
you're
one-on-one.
here, I'm here, they're there. I mean,
I know what we're going to do is I'm here, you there. We'll talk later about something off topic from what we're here for.
okay.
We all understood that, right? We all got that, right? Okay.
I'm sorry if I misheard you say this, but could you reiterate, did you say 2 days before the 4th and 2 days after the 4th, people can light fireworks?